Prepare to discover the shocking truth behind the sacrifice that shook the comic book universe. A hero, born from the purest childhood fantasy, confronted with an unimaginable demonic cost for his greatness. Simon Puni's final decision was not just an act of bravery, it was the culmination of a journey of pain, hope, and the terrifying reality that all power comes with a devastating price. What would you do if, to save the world, you had to condemn your own soul? Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated. The Saga of Superior, conceived by Mark Miller and illustrated by Lainal Francis Yu, introduces the audience to Simon Puni, a 12-year-old boy whose life is drastically altered by a diagnosis of multiple sclerosis. Confined to a wheelchair, gradually losing his motor functions and his social life, the young man finds refuge in the world of superheroes, idolizing the fictional figure of Superior, a champion of justice and optimism found in the media of the United States. The narrative, first released through Marvel's Icon Comics imprint in October of 2010, delves deep into the despair and escapist fantasy of a boy who dreams of being more than his illness allows. The turning point in his trajectory occurs in an unexpected and seemingly miraculous way. One night, a cosmic entity, a space monkey named Ormon, appears in his room and offers him a single wish. Without hesitation, Simon wishes to become Superior himself. The transformation is instantaneous and complete. He gains superhuman strength, the ability to fly, invulnerability, and all the other powers that belong to his idol from the movies and comics. Initially, the protagonist embraces his new identity with contagious enthusiasm, using his abilities to perform heroic deeds that quickly make him a global celebrity and a symbol of hope for humanity. He prevents disasters, saves countless lives, and revels in the public's adoration and the freedom that power affords him, a freedom his previous condition had stolen from him. However, the origin of this power reveals itself to be much darker than he could have imagined. The entity that granted him the wish, Ormon, was not a benevolent being, but rather a demon from hell. After a week of heroism and global acclaim, the demon returns to claim the price for the present conceded. The condition for Simon Puni to permanently keep his powers and his heroic form is terribly simple and monstrous. He needs to sell his immortal soul. If he refuses, he will not only return to his former life of suffering and physical debility, but the world will also be plunged into chaos by a catastrophe of apocalyptic proportions, orchestrated by Ormon himself. The story's central conflict is established in this moral dilemma. The young hero is faced with an impossible choice. On one hand, the prospect of returning to his sick body, to pain and helplessness is a terrifying fate. On the other, the eternal damnation of his soul is too high a price. During this period of anguish, he seeks advice from a priest, trying to find a way out of his desperate situation. The demon, to pressure him further, begins to reverse the heroic acts that the new Superior had performed, causing an asteroid he had diverted from cities like New York and Chicago to return to a collision course with Earth. The weight of the world literally rests on the shoulders of a boy forced into a decision that no adult would be prepared to make. The pressure is immense, and each moment of indecision increases the imminent danger to all of humanity. The resolution of this distressing journey occurs at the story's climax, published in the 7th and final issue of the series in February of 2012. Faced with the imminent destruction of the planet and the loss of all the lives he swore to protect, Simon Puni makes the final and most heroic choice of all. He accepts the demonic pact. In an act of supreme altruism, he sacrifices his own soul so that he can keep his powers and have the necessary strength to stop the asteroid and save Earth. His decision is not motivated by the desire to remain a superhero, but by the understanding that this is the only way to protect the innocent. He renounces his eternal salvation in exchange for the world's safety, a sacrifice that defines the true essence of a hero, far beyond physical strength or public acclaim. The young inventor of his own momentary happiness becomes humanity's silent martyr. Simon Puni's sacrifice is, therefore, the pinnacle of his transformation. He not only becomes superior in physical form, but he embodies the purest ideal of heroism, the willingness to give everything of oneself, even one's very essence, for the greater good. Miller and Yu's narrative explores the idea that true power lies not in extraordinary abilities, but in the strength of character to make the right choice, no matter how devastating the personal cost. The story of Superior is a powerful and dark meditation on hope, sacrifice, and the nature of heroism, leaving an indelible mark by questioning what it truly means to be a savior. The protagonist transcends fantasy to become a tragic symbol of responsibility and self-denial. So, what did you think of this journey of sacrifice? Was Simon Pooney's decision the right one? Leave your opinion here in the comments. We want to know what you think about this overwhelming moral dilemma. Don't forget to leave a like to strengthen the channel and share this video with your friends who are also fans of complex and impactful comic books. Your interaction is essential for us to continue bringing deep analyses like this one. We count on your support so that more people can learn the true price of heroism. Thanks.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards